Hello Huskies and welcome to our new Let's Play series, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. We're back, finally. I think we haven't done a Let's Play series since, what, Amnesia?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't even think we finished that one, did we?
Nope. We did one episode. We never finished our Let's Play series. We're going to finish this one, though, because Pokemon XD is amazing. And so we're prepping for Gen 3 in Pokemon Go. At this point in time, it hasn't come out yet, and there's a lot of people out there that don't really know Gen 3 that well. Maybe they dropped off after a Game Boy Color, and they didn't get a chance to play the newer ones. And so we're here. We're going to teach you guys about these new Gen 3 Pokemon through Pokemon XD, through the eyes of a Pokemon Go player. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Let's jump into it. Let's go.
So this game was interesting because it wasn't. This is a console game compared to all the other Pokemon games that were on handheld consoles. What should our name be?
Handheld consoles. Husky. Make a Husky.
Okay.
And so what made this game special, I think, is that I mean, obviously the graphics update. I mean, this game compared to, for example, Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow, or even Gold, Silver, Ruby, Sapphire, the graphics quality was way up since it was on a console, and it involved all of the generations. You know, it had some Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 in there, and even a little bit of Gen 4.
This game had Gen 4?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
A little bit. You'll see. Okay, so welcome aboard the SS Libra, I think. I think this is Libra.
I think so.
Where it's getting attacked by Shadow Lugia.
I don't know what Shadow is yet.
Well, that's what it is.
Basically,
They got abducted by a purple Lugia.
by a creepy looking. This is Halloween event right here.
Halloween event. And those two are dead because there's
no way.
There's no land in sight. They're dead. Sorry.
That would have been cool if we could have seen Shadow Lugia for Halloween event. That would have been a really cool Halloween. Like,
Absolutely, yeah.
what if that's actually the EX raid?
All right. Now these two Pokemon are a couple of my favorites. These are the Gen 3 pseudo-legendaries. You know how Gen 1 had Dragonite, Gen 2 had Tyranitar. Gen 3's got two of them, and these are both of them. Salamence is a dragon type, and I think he's dragon flying, I'm not sure.
I think so.
And then there's Metagross, the steel type. Both of them are pretty sweet. Both of them are super tanky. I think they can both get up to 3,000 CP in Pokemon Go. So they're going to be the ones that you're going to want to grind for when it rolls around. You're going to be grinding for Bagon and Beldum. There you go. Metagross goes down pretty easy when you've got ground type attacks.
I actually managed to lose that fight.
You
when
did?
I was playing earlier, yeah.
You lost to a guy whose name is Loston.
Well, it's because I didn't use Earthquake at first. I think I used, like, Dragon Claw.
And this was just a training sim. You're good. You gonna read this stuff or what?
Nah.
I'm not reading this stuff. Okay, we are not reading. But the main takeaway from this is that he talks about your Eevee.
Yeah, apparently.
Why don't you look at it?
I have an Eevee. So yeah, in this game you actually start out with an Eevee instead of any of the traditional starters.
And I really like this concept. I like Eevee as a starter Pokemon because there's so much you can do with it, and you can basically decide which route you want to take it. We'll discuss that more a little bit later, but as for now, here are the stats for Eevee. Eevee's a pretty fair and balanced Pokemon overall. It doesn't really excel in anything, and it's not really bad at anything either. Its best stat is special defense, but even that's not by too much.
In regards to gyms and attacking and defending, Eevee's not really going to be particularly good for either of the two, unless you're gonna be one of those people that just puts their weakest Pokemon on a gym just to hold it. Eevee's not really going to be your best bet at that, so it would probably be better to wait until you evolve it first, and we'll talk more about the evolutions in just a bit. So yeah. This game actually has a couple annoying characters.
It does. It definitely does. You'll meet one in a second.
Yeah.
You know if crane is a type of tree or is it just a bird?
I don't think it's a type of tree.
Because if it's not a type of tree, then this game just ruins everything.
Well, what was the in Gen 4? It was like Professor Rowan, right? I don't think that's a tree, is it?
Is it Rowan? I think it is.
That's a tree.
All right, comment section. That's the question of the day. I don't know. What does a Rowan tree look like?
Oh god. I'm gonna get comments like,
"You guys are idiots."
That, or they're gonna like Photoshop the Pokemon Professor with like limbs and everything.
Oh god. All right, so what do we get? We got a PDA.
No, she said she left the PDA in my room, and I have to go.
Oh, look who's that to the right.
I have to go find.
It's Blissey. It's Blissey, Tony.
It's Blissey. My bad.
Jesus. You already know Blissey. You love Blissey. Blissey is the highest HP Pokemon in the game, and if you play Pokemon Go at all, you already know this Pokemon.
I was playing earlier, trying to fight a Blissey, and I figured out that I can't do it. It was like
you couldn't possibly
2000 CP only, but I couldn't do it without my Machamp.
Jeez.
And for some reason, the game didn't like automatically put Machamp there, even though that's the only thing that can beat Blissey. It didn't put it there, so I had to like back out and go back in with Machamp. Get out of my room. This is not my room. How the heck do I get back to my room?
I think you take the elevator up.
I'm on the top floor.
Oh, well, okay, well, you take the elevator down.
Take the elevator down.
And there's your room.
This is my room right here.
Yep, that definitely is.
Bling!
There's a shiny thing on the table.
That is my favorite. I'm gonna get that as my text tone.
Yeah, you should.
That's awesome.
You got a PDA.
Oh. If you're reading this email, then you must have obtained the PDA. Try out its many features. By the way, Adon was playing hide and seek with Jovi. Why not have a chat with them? That sounds creepy.
You got 3 potions.
Yeah.
Everybody who plays any kind of Pokemon already knows what potions do. 20 health. That is a Plusly. That is an electric type Pokemon. It's basically, I think it's weaker than Pikachu actually.
Plusly's really cool because of its ability. Not ability, but what you use it for. There's another Pokemon that you'll see probably later on in the game. Plusly and Minun are really good for double battles because of the fact that they complement each other. And how do I find my sister?
And that Pokemon is a Curlia.
Oh.
Evolved form of Routes. Sorry, it's a Psychic type. It grows into a pretty strong one.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of the stronger ones that's going to be there, right?
It should be, yeah. It should be one of the stronger ones. Definitely something you want to grind for.
So that news channel was basically just talking about the Lugia that stole the boat. That reminds me of that one scene from X-Men, when Magneto just like pulls the entire boat out of the water.
Oh yeah, first class.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which way do I go? I completely forgot. I haven't played this game.
With the power of editing, we can go right to Jovi. And there you go. And that didn't take us any time at all. We found Adon. Not Jovi, actually. She was playing hide and seek with him, and she forgot about him. I think I've done that with you before.
Have you?
I think so. It happens all the time.
I don't remember that.
Not a big deal.
I remember...
Well, good, because it never happened.
Not as bad as being put on timeout and forgotten about.
Yeah, that would be worse.
3 days later. Blast Trap.
What's that thing?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later.
Maybe we'll find out later.
I can't wait for that thing.
Actually, we won't. That's Groudon.
You'll see it later on.
We'll discuss it later.
You see it later in the game.
Assuming we ever make it past episode 1. Who goes there? Oh, he's my favorite.
So this is the guy from...
What's his
Luigi's
name?
Mansion.
Chobin.
Chobin.
This Dr. Egad.
Yeah.
Chobin, he's got a great Pokemon as his main.
Yeah.
Sunkern.
Most powerful Pokemon in Pokemon
Most
Go.
powerful. There's actually a lot of debate about this. Do you think that Sunkern is the worst Pokemon in the game, or Magikarp?
Magikarp only has Splash, right?
Yeah.
Why would Sunkern be any better?
Well, the difference between Sunkern can actually learn like all the same moves as Sunflora. It's just ridiculously weak. It doesn't get strong until it's Sunflora. But Magikarp is like the same. Like he can't really learn much until he evolves into Gyarados. He gets all his power once he's Gyarados.
Are you talking about in Pokemon Go or just in general?
In general.
I was gonna say because Sunkern. So Sunkern, when you evolve it in Pokemon Go, its multiplier for CP is like 4.
Yeah,
which is really high, but
it becomes pretty strong once it becomes Sunflora. But
the only problem is that Sunkern's max CP is so low. Like for me, I mean I'm a low level already, but it's still the same concept. Sunkern's max CP for me is like 200 something, and that times 4 is only what 800?
Yeah,
maybe 900 at most.
Right. So is that what we're definitively confirming that Sunkern is the worst Pokemon in the game?
In Pokemon Go?
Sure.
In Pokemon Go, no, because I mean, Magikarp only has Splash.
It's pretty bad. They're both pretty bad.
They're just awful. Don't put either one of them on a gym. Don't be one of those people that puts a Pidgey on a gym.
Personally, I hate grass type Pokemon, so I'm gonna give my vote to Sunkern as the worst.
I love grass Pokemon.
I think they're awful.
It's because of their draining abilities.
They're awful. Bulbasaur was the worst Gen 1 starter.
Well,
Chikorita
okay,
was the
that's
worst
not
Gen
fair.
2 starter.
Okay, yeah.
Trico is the worst
Trico
Gen
was-
3 starter.
Okay, maybe, but not by much that time. Trico was pretty
Turtwig
cool.
is cool. I like Turtwig.
Trico was pretty awesome though.
I don't like Trico.
I think Trico is pretty cool. Especially Sceptile and Grovyle.
I think it's Sceptile.
No, are you sure?
Pretty sure it's Sceptile.
It's not with a K?
No, it's with a C.
Huh. Well, there's Minun.
There's the Minun. That's the other one. It's like basically the same thing as Plusly, except it's blue.
So this is my least favorite character in the game.
This is my least favorite character in all of the Pokemon games.
This is my least favorite character in any... This is just my least favorite person.
Yeah.
Even worse than Ashley from Resident Evil 4.
She's worse because she thinks you're an idiot. Like, she acts like you're the one who got lost. It's like, oh, you need help getting home? No, I just drove here to pick you up, and I can't, I just completely forgot along the way how to get back home. Like she thinks you're retarded.
So in case we haven't been explaining it too well, basically, she was playing hide and seek with that dude that we found under the table, and she forgot about him and came all the way over here, and we had to come here to pick her up because she just...
And now she thinks that she's helping us get home because we forgot our way.
And I want to leave her. Oh, it doesn't work.
we used to
tried
try
that
to
for like an hour.
try to
man.
find ways to leave her behind.
You appear to have traveled far in your search for Joey. Please come back to the HQ lab as soon as you find her. I need your help with something.
Suspicious.
He wants you to come home quickly.
Jovi's worried about letting you go by yourself, big brother. Oh my god.
God, I hate her.
I'm gonna kill her. Yeah, no, we tried to like leave her behind corners, but eventually, and it works for a little while. Like she'll get separated from you, but then finally, once she like like nicks that corner and manages to get free, she'll just like go blinding speed at you. Faster than a Jolteon.
Jovi's the new meta.
Jovi's. Go to the left. Go to the left.
Oh,
no.
Oh god, whoops.
Jovi OP.
My big brother was lost, so I ended up bringing him here.
Yep. Jovi's the best. Best little sister ever.
I hate her.
I hate her too.
That is Pineco.
Pineco's cool. Got a high defense stat, I'm pretty sure. I don't actually really pay much attention to the stats, but I think his best stat was defense.
I never really cared too much for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like grass Pokemon like I mentioned before.
Open.
Antidote.
Antidote.
Does exactly what it says it does. It cures you of poison.
We can't get like copyrighted for that game. I have to go this way.
Were you supposed to say crane?
I think so.
Pretty sure you can't go through that door from this side.
What do you mean?
I was wrong.
I'm supposed to like...
I hate this facility. Navigating it is so impossible. There he is. No, he's not. What?
That's not him. We're the best at this.
Again, with the power of editing, we can track down the professor. See? Nailed it. The best.
The snag machine.
And no, it didn't take us 10 minutes to find him.
Now he hasn't. Snag machine is a special device for snagging Pokemon. The two of us, Aiden and I, were developing it, and now it's finally finished. I'd like to begin testing it immediately. Husky, will you help us? Yes, I will.
Step inside, please. I'm sketched already. After all, it's used for stealing Pokemon from another. That's a good way to pitch it.
Yeah. So in every other Pokemon game, you cannot catch a Pokemon that's already owned by another Pokemon trainer, but in this game, they changed that around a little bit. You'll see how in a little bit. This part makes me feel like Iron Man.
Yep. So they chop off your whole arm so they can give you a robot one.
I want one of those. This is basically a Pokemon Go Plus.
And this is no, it's not. This is a device that allows you to take Pokemon from other people. They had to chop off your arm to do it.
That reminds me of like that part in the Assassin's Creed.
And also, you got a scouter, so you'll be able to detect the power levels of other Pokemon.
What does a scouter say about its power level? Right there, we can insert its own.
Yay! 5 Pokeballs. They used to give you 6 in the old games, you know, that sucks. They dropped it to 5.
Well, because they realized that I already have an Eevee.
Wait a minute, he's already got a Pokemon. We can short him one, it's okay.
That reminds me of my old boss.
Some strange men took the director.
Oh no.
Run, go after them.
Run!
Send the kid.
Send the kid.
They killed that guy.
Send the second youngest person. Why do I have a bedroom in this facility?
Because you live there.
I just wondered that. But so why do me and my sister live there when nobody else?
When nobody else lives there.
Not a single person.
That's a good question, actually. Now you're asking the right questions. Foo. I'm taking you to your new lab, Professor.
The sounds that people make in this game.
My new lab.
So basically, these feathery people.
You're part of a criminal organization. called Cypher.
Cypher. Spy naps.
I could go for a nap.
He's gonna spy on you.
He's got a teddy ursa.
Ah, one of my favorite Pokemon ever. What does the scatter say?
As you can see here, he's glowing purple. Which means that he smells.
He said to throw a Pokeball at it, meaning I don't have to injure it.
You have to fight it. Okay. Hooray for 100% catch rates. What if you just like swipe and it blocked it?
Critical catch.
Hooray, Teddy Ursa.
Yeah.
Let's check out his stats.
Number 216 in the Pokedex, but number 1 in our hearts. Teddy Ursa is our second Pokemon. His best stat comes from his attack power. Everything else is pretty average across the board, with the only drawback really being speed.
Just like Eevee, Teddy Ursa is not going to be particularly good at attacking or defending gyms. The only thing that places it above Eevee is its high attack stat. Now, once you get the chance to evolve it into an Ursaring is when you're going to start wanting to put it on gyms. It will be a lot better at attacking and defending at that point. My Shadow Pokemon!
Yep, we totally stole it.
Got $165 for winning.
Teddy Ursa joined your party.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party, Teddy
Oh
Ursa.
my gosh, this game is so good.
Before we continue, let's make sure he's got pickup. Because if he doesn't have pickup, he ain't worth it.
Okay, so these people... Oh, I should have saved right before I fought that so I could go back then.
Probably.
So, okay, I don't understand why... I'm a kid, right? These people could just come up to me and take the thing off of my
They
arm.
could punch you in the face and then be done
But they
with
just
you.
run away.
But they run because you beat him
That dude is like 6 times my size.
beat him in a Pokemon battle.
That's
And here you are running towards the car, and you stop right there, and the guy somehow managed to teleport into the car. You totally could have stopped him, but you didn't. You could have done more to save the professor.
With my Iron Man arm, I could have grabbed him by the throat.
And your Eevee, why did you put your Eevee back? You could have used it to
Yeah,
catch-
right?
Oh, and look,
Eevee-
Jovi's crying.
Eevee could have tackled that whole car.
I'm sure Professor Crane will be okay. He was just taken by a terrorist organization is all.
Where are the police? What's the police lady's name?
Officer Jenny.
That one.
She's in Kanto.
Well,
What's this place called? Is this a Sinnoh region?
I don't think so. I think that was...
Sinnoh is...
That was,
This is Ore.
Gen 4.
Ore region.
Maybe. We'll finish
We'll
the
finish the
purified
purified-
chamber ourselves.
What? You're crazy.
What?
We can't do it. Yes, we can. Okay, we can. The music turned dramatic. That means we can do it.
So basically, the Professor Crane, Professor Crane was working on this machine that would purify the shadow Pokemon and make them not shadowy anymore. And now that he got stolen, he can't help to finish making that. Am I going the right way?
Yeah. Now, for all you Pokemon Go players out there, Shadow Pokemon is not something that's going to be added into the game. Okay, maybe you're not going the right way. Just kidding.
I wish it was added. That shadow Pokemon were so cool.
Yeah, this is a concept that's exclusive to this game and Pokemon Coliseum.
Pokemon Coliseum too?
Yeah. And it's basically just a way that they made Pokemon more like under their control by I don't know, infusing them with this whatever shadow Pokemon-ness that they have.
Las Plagas.
But there is a way to reverse it, as you're about to find out. Yeah, I think you got to go to the Purify Chamber to oh, maybe I talked there. I don't know.
Yo. Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, this. God, I love this game.
This game is great.
Oh God, I don't like her. So they're telling me to go to this. Oh my god, I don't
Is that Gaten Port or Gation Port?
Let's find out.
Let's call it Gaten Port. Easier to say. Unsubscribe if we're wrong.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. What do you want?
Those are your business.
Take your time, man.
Not yours. Oh my god.
It's so
I hate how
crazy.
everybody else is humoring her too.
It's so crazy how in every one of these Pokemon games they give the kid the expensive equipment that's like one of a kind. There's only one exists.
Oh, can you run this errand for me? That's 2 cities away. That's like basically across the country. Look at that. That's a lot of distance. That's okay. They can handle it. He just took down a like a terrorist with an Eevee. He can handle himself clearly.
They literally just finished making that snag machine. God knows how long it took them to make that. How much money it
We're
costed.
still prototyping this dangerous machine. You
Let's
should
give
put
it
it on your arm. Nice.
Oh god.
This is why I
hate
don't want
her.
kids.
See, if your kid does that, that's when you just
Hey, now where do you think you're going?
if your kid runs into a guy like that, that's when you pretend like you don't know the kid.
Messed up the happening look of Zook. What is the happening look? What changed? I don't see anything different about him. You're made up of like 6 polygons.
It looks to me like you're a trainer. How would he know that?
What makes me look like a trainer here? I'm like 4. Is it because of the metal arm? This is Zangoose.
Zangoose.
He's a Pokemon in Gen 3. I actually don't know much about it, to be honest. Let me pull
He's
up.
electric type, and I mean he's pretty cool looking. I
Is he
guess.
electric? I don't think he's electric.
He's electric. Look,
Oh.
this dude's shirt has a lightning bolt.
It's got a lightning bolt. Okay, let's see.
I'm pretty sure Zangoose has a lightning bolt on him somewhere. No, he just looks like a lightning bolt. I'm pretty sure he's lightning type.
He's a normal type.
Why do you get a lightning bolt?
That's funny. I thought he was fighting type. But okay, he's a normal type. Good to know.
Alakazam, level 44.
But as far as normal types go, he's actually a pretty strong one. But he doesn't evolve, so take that for what it's worth. You just killed. Oh, that wasn't you, was it?
No.
Okay. I wasn't looking. Okay, so the Mystery Man Ardos defeated Thug Zook. Good job, Mystery Man Ardos. I don't know why they made us watch this fight.
Because he was defending the stupid sister.
Again, why don't you just punch him?
Well, he can't punch. He's like 3 times his size.
No, I meant the old guy.
The old guy punched.
Yeah, he's probably like Yoda. He looks like Yoda. He could probably do it.
Totally. And he painted him green.
Let us be honest.
So that's Mystic and Valor.
And the old guy is Instinct.
That's what everyone looks like who's on Instinct.
Shots fired.
Hashtag Mystic.
Hashtag Instinct matters too.
Hashtag no it doesn't.
No.
How did she get here?
And on that day, they lost 50 subscribers.
That's the mom, right? Or is that someone else?
Who spells Emily like that?
She does. She just wants to be different.
Big Brother is Jovi's assistant today. So basically, the old guy and his 2 buddies are sketch, and everybody knows it.
We need to
They
take
just
him
they
down.
just don't know why.
down.
Take them down. But they just saved you.
He had a creepy looking Alakazam.
Creepy looking Alec. All the Alakazams look creepy.
You guys know what Oddish is? I would hope. I would really hope you know what a Pikachu is.
It's not that odd. It's just odd-ish.
Stop. Is this one? No, it's the next one.
What's the next one?
This one.
Hooray, parts shop.
Yeah. So this is where the game gets cool.
This is where the game gets cool. This guy over here,
You just turned me away.
he does the bridges thing. He's got a story to tell you.
Okay, storytelling, boys. When I was younger, I sailed. That was awful. Let me try that again.
Use your voice.
When I was younger, you want me to do the Master Chief voice?
Sure.
When I was younger, no, that's not Master Chief.
That's like Seto Kaiba.
When I was younger, I sailed all the world's seas as a navigator,
And then I came across Blue Eyes White Dragon.
and then I took an arrow to the knee.
No, that's not.
Our world is huge, and this huge world is filled with an incredible profusion of Pokemon. All of the Pokemon in our world, the one that I found, of all the Pokemon in our world, the one that I found to be most interesting is Eevee. Now, Eevee is a unique Pokemon. It can evolve into 5 different kinds of Pokemon, you see. While I sailed, I studied Eevee quite exhaustively. I didn't know that was a word.
Yep.
As a result, I obtained 5 items that are the keys to Eevee's evolution. Now, they don't have those 5 items in Pokemon Go.
They do not.
You
see that you're raising an Eevee? So do you know that in the lore of Pokemon, actually, Eevee is one of the rarest Pokemon in the game. They say there's only a couple of them in the world.
Really?
So you happen to have one of the rarest Pokemon in the world. But in Pokemon Go, Eevee is classified as a very common Pokemon.
Yeah, Eevees are everywhere. I just got rid of like 12 of them.
Yep. Okay, so as we've come to find out, and you probably already know this if you play any kind of Pokemon, Eevee can evolve into 5 different Pokemon at this point. The first one being Vaporeon. Vaporeon's really cool because he's got a huge HP stat. It's one of the tankiest Pokemon in the game. And if you're a Pokemon Go player, it's actually the highest. It grows to be the highest CP out of all of them. So in Pokemon Go, it is the best option. And in this game, it's a pretty good option.
And it looks cool. I mean, look at it.
It does look pretty
Look at
cool.
its
It's like a mermaid fox.
Fishy tail.
Yeah.
And its ability is pretty cool too. Since this game is basically all double battles, if you have another water type Pokemon and you use a water type move against your Vaporeon, it'll heal it instead of hurting it.
Yeah, so you get free heals. It's nice. Jolteon is one of the fastest Pokemon in the game.
And the coolest looking one.
And yeah, I think he's the coolest
Probably
looking one.
one of my favorite looking ones.
He's definitely my favorite out of the 5 that are here. And he's got the same thing, really. He can turn electricity into HP. The only problem is that electric-type Pokemon are a little bit rarer than water Pokemon, or a lot bit rarer than water Pokemon. But he's a pretty good option in this game because of his speed stat. You'll always fight. You'll always attack first. The only thing about it, for the Pokemon Go players out there, speed is not a factor in CP. So his CP is actually kind of low because they don't really take that into account in the game.
I think they should add that as a factor.
They definitely should rebalance the CP to include speed as a stat, because then Jolteon would be right up there with Vaporeon, and it wouldn't be such an obvious choice each time.
Because if CP is just a combination of all those things and like just a rating based on all of those stats, speed is important because that determines your damage output.
Right. And a perfect example of it is this next one, Flareon. It powers it up if its ability is Flash Fire, which powers it up if it's hit by fire, which is actually kind of useless. Basically, his best stat is attack. However, fire type attacks are not affected by the attack stat. They're affected by a special attack stat. So, what is the point of having a Pokemon that has a very high attack stat if it's only going to work for things like tackle?
Useless.
Useless. Flareon is useless. And that is a perfect example of why the CP system is messed up, because Flareon grows to be higher CP than Jolteon, but Flareon is very clearly the worst option out of all of the EV types.
If you're gonna go with Flareon, you should probably just leave it as an EV.
Yeah, if you want to play this, if you want to play this game on hard mode, pick Flareon.
Umbreon is really cool looking.
See, this is different because the Sun and Moon Shard were not in the original games. This is not actually how you're supposed to be able to evolve them. I guess they didn't include a day and night system in this game. That's why they had to use these. Originally, you had to train your Eevee in the day to turn it into an Espeon, and in the night to turn it into Umbreon.
To get it to like you and then evolve it.
Right. Yeah, in the day and night. Day or night, and all that.
This one is daytime. This one's nighttime.
Right. And Umbreon, I would also not recommend using Umbreon just because Psychic Pokemon, they're not terribly common in this game. Not to mention that your Eevee already has Bite. So you already have a Dark-type attack that you're probably going to want to keep for a while in this game. Like, Bite is not a bad move. It's definitely... I mean, it's a good Pokemon. It's a very tanky Pokemon. It can take a lot of hits. I believe its best stat is its special defense, which is pretty good. And so it can hold the fort pretty well, but not really necessary to have in this game. And then there's Espeon, which I would consider to be the second best choice. Its best stat is special attack, and I mean it's pretty cool. Like, I think it's one of the coolest Pokemon in the game, just because of Confusion being a very powerful attack. It can take down fighting types pretty easily. I've always hated fighting types. More than grass types, I hate fighting types, so I'd like to get through them really fast. Psychic does that pretty well.
And its special ability is very useful. Passing on status problems.
Yeah, Umbreon does that too.
You can't... Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah. So which one should we go with?
I have my vote. I have a feeling you have the same vote as me.
Jolteon?
Jolteon.
I don't know. I was thinking either Jolteon or...
For me, it's
Espeon.
Yeah, for me, it's always going to be Jolteon or Espeon. Now, Vaporeon would be a good pick too, if there weren't another very good water Pokemon that's coming up soon.
Now, which one is that?
You get it pretty early on. We'll get to it. One of my favorite water Pokemon.
There aren't too many psychic types, are there?
None that I particularly like, and none that you'll get very early on.
Alakazam might be a good one, but...
I don't think you get that very early. Or at all. I don't know. I know you can't get all the Pokemon in this game.
So maybe Espeon would be good to go with.
Espeon would be a good pick. Jolteon's also a very good pick. The only ones I wouldn't recommend would be Flareon or Umbreon.
I just don't see us getting hit by electricity too very often.
Not really, no.
But I think this would be very useful.
But also the ability to go first every turn is nice.
Yeah. Let's go with Jolteon.
And there you have it, folks. We have picked our first Pokemon.
Goodness, you know what I forgot to do?
What?
Check to see if Teddy Ursa has pickup.
Actually, we won't.
Yeah!
Oh, he does. Good. Our Teddy Ursa has pickup. Pickup is one of the best perks in the game to have in the early game, because it can find stuff for you, anything from like potions to berries to rare candies. He's got a lot. It's a very good move, and it's very nice to have
It can
early in the
find a
game.
Master Ball, right? Very, very, very unlikely. But
I don't think so. No,
are you sure?
I don't think so. Great Ball, Ultra Ball. I've seen it happen before. But actually, the things that it can bring to you depend on its level. So I think between 1 and 10, it brings you like low level items. 10 and 20, they're better items, and then as it levels up more, each 10th, the loot pool changes.
So Teddy Ursa evolves into Ursaring, which can get 2 moves: Return and
Frustration.
Frustration. Basically, Return based on how much the Pokemon likes you, that move will do more and more damage. So if you like,
Keep
what can you
it
do?
in your party. Use it in battles a lot. Don't let him die a lot. Don't just stuff him in the PC.
He'll like you more, and that move will become crazy powerful. And
There's also things that you can. I think there's a character in this game that can give your Pokemon massages that also helps them like you and stuff like that.
I don't remember that.
I think maybe it's not massages. I think it was like. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. However, we're getting close to that time. We need to close out the episode. So I said let's just go ahead and evolve our Eevee, and let's close it out there.
Yeah. Let's give him a Pokeball. No. I did that wrong.
Yep. Let him. See, I don't see why that's different, because it's just the radiation of the stone that makes him change. You don't gotta make him bite down on it. Alright, everyone. Thanks for watching this episode of Huskies Play Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Lamest evolution scene.